Is this thing working? Looking like it's gonna be another incredible day. Oh, those rainy first couple of days feel like ancient history now. It is, feels like summer again. That is the hazard with lining. It's the rocks. Slippery. Oh, that was fun. Not as fun as running a rapid, but a lot more fun than portaging it. Ah, that was good. One thing about paddling Temagami that is so satisfying, just from a planning perspective and just from a sense of freedom, is that you're not stuck with a particular route or having to be at certain places at certain times, you know? Because it's more wide open, it's less trafficked than other popular wilderness areas. I've really been going, for the most part, without a plan for which lake I'm trying to hit on a certain day. Other than that I'd known I'd wanted to get to Florence Lake and spend a couple days there. I didn't really have a target of, oh, I need to be at this lake by this day. And so I'm just kind of paddling as I feel like it. It's an incredible feeling, you know? Jesus Christ. One thing I love about Temagami is how they make you start a portage. I mean, why give you shoreline when they could give you just a huge field of boulders to cross over before you get to the actual trail? Just that little Temagami spice. Amazing how much the character of the river has changed from yesterday when it was wide open, marshy, big towering cliffs in the distance, black spruce on the shoreline. Now it's constricted, it's really rocky, it's rugged, a lot more old pine. So red pine, jack pine, it's beautiful. maybe not quite as smooth as last. It is at the outflow of this lake where the Lady Evelyn splits off into the north and south branch. It's pretty cool. It's sort of just at the corner of the lake, and the two branches split not very far apart from each other at all. It just kind of forks. One goes north, one goes south, and they both continue down and drop over some really rugged country, through some narrow little canyons, over some nice waterfalls along the way. So well, just as I had been remarking how quiet it was, I did just run into a very nice family just now, from the Boston area, who I think they are also looking to get to Center Falls, which is where I had an idea of stopping today. You know, taking it a bit easier. But they seem very nice. They're happy to share. There's space for all of us. So I decided, perfect, we'll see when we get there. Okay, this portage, this Helen's Falls portage is pretty strenuous. It is so rugged, the terrain it passes through. It's a tough rocky trail and takes you to some high cliffs overlooking where the falls kind of drop down to the river, and it's confusing too. Once you get towards the end of the main trail and you get to sort of the rocky ridge, there's rock cairns to guide you, but they kind of, it gets confusing because there's some trails that branch off different ways. I ended up going to the left, I should have gone right. I ended up getting a little bit cliffed out, kind of made a dodgy little descent down to the river before joining up with the main trail back at the end. This is a tougher one. Well, when you have a view like that, it makes the portage, makes it worth it. Man, yeah, Helen Falls, it's beautiful. What you see behind me, and then it keeps dropping a bit too. I don't know if I can be able to see it from here, or if I can paddle around from the bottom to maybe check it out, but yeah, wow, gorgeous spot. I don't know who Helen is, but she must be a spectacular lady to have a set of falls named after her that look like that. The sign is there. I don't know where the trail is. I fell twice already. I dropped my canoe, I've grabbed the barrel, seeing if I can see it with better visibility. I don't know if you're just supposed to walk on the rocks, because back in the bush it didn't seem to go anywhere. Let's take another look. What the hell? Well, there is a trail of sorts that goes in there, but man, it is rough. It is not well marked, and when you're coming downstream, it is really difficult to find it and follow it. I've not at all been rushing myself today. I've been moving at a leisurely pace, and I am looking to probably make camp at Center Falls to just have a bit of an easier day and just really enjoy, take a swim, just soak in this beautiful spot. But it's probably been about 5 hours for me to move this 8 kilometers or so down the river. It's definitely tough going. Made it to Center Falls, baby. Wow, it is really, really nice in here. Portaging through here, not so nice. Again, the trail is really hard to follow, and it is so steep. There's like parts where I had to just like lower my canoe down over a bunch of rock and then climb down and then kind of put it back on and continue on my way. But oh my, is it worth it? Just a freaking gorgeous spot. It's like natural water slides and like little jacuzzi pools that form in the rock as the water is sort of going down. It's really, really nice. Woo! Oh shit! It's a pretty good slide. And by natural, it means that it's still made out of rock. Worth some hard portages to get to. That right there is what we call hammock porn. Oh my goodness. What an amazing spot to be able to spend the night. That really nice family came along, and sure enough, they were pretty tired, so I helped them out carrying some of their gear, portaged their canoes to the end of the portage here, and help bring some of their gear. And so we're going to be sharing the campsite for the night. So I probably gonna keep the camera off for the most part for the rest of the evening, because just to be respectful of them. Yeah, I was happy to help out, happy to help these people out, because like I'm by myself out here. I need help. People help me out. You gotta look out for each other out here. So yeah, I've got a chickpea curry rehydrating, and very excited about that, and maybe have a little campfire, chill out. But that's probably it for tonight. Very much looking forward to the feeling of falling asleep next to this incredible waterfall here. I know that rushing water is gonna rock me to bed like a little baby. So. A little cooler today to start off with, at least not unwelcome, and
I'm just kind of packing up camp now, having some coffee and breakfast, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be making my way towards at least Hobart Lake today. Looking to tackle Maple Mountain. I don't know if I'll do Maple Mountain today. Maybe I'll just take it easy today, get to Hobart, which is like a good staging lake for then doing the quick paddle and the hike up to Maple Mountain. Perhaps I'll do it this afternoon, but more likely I'll do it tomorrow. So that's the plan for today, and gonna just sit here and soak up this beautiful scenery for a bit longer and get moving downstream.
I've had some really strange songs stuck in my head for this trip. Like I've had an Enya song stuck in my head for a good week of this, and that's because I was in the motel in New Lisker the night before starting this trip, before bed, and just looking around on the TV and saw some Keanu Reeves and Charlize Theron movie from like the mid-2000s that was on, and it had that "Who Can Say Where the Road Ends" song in it. I don't even know what the name of that film was. Those middle Keanu Reeves years are really suspect. Pretty crazy being back out on the big waters again after that tight, narrow, really intimate, constricted section of the Lady Evelyn, and most of what I've been tripping through for the past 7 or 8 days before this. I'm on Sucker Gut Lake right now, which connects to Lady Evelyn Lake. Got a little bit of a headwind as I'm coming up Sucker Gut here, but so far it is nothing too troubling. This little section of Sucker Gut Lake is really, really nice. I'm gonna proceed on up to Hobart now. I'm not sure, it feels like there could be an afternoon thunderstorm brewing. I'm planning to take a little half day today, climb Maple Mountain tomorrow. Not even a creek so much, more like a rocky channel. So I've started to hear a couple cracks of thunder. No lightning yet. Just coming into this headwind on Hobart Lake. It's a little annoying, but it's okay. There's a number of sites on this lake, not too far from one. So I'm just gonna the next little bit. Just power through it. With any luck, I'll be safely ashore and settled in comfortably with the tarp up by the time this thing rolls over. Nothing like the combination of a potentially nice campsite up ahead and a looming thunderstorm coming behind to motivate you for some hard stretch of paddling. I don't see anything directly over me right now. It's more in the areas around me. So I think I should be okay. I'm out of the wind in this little stretch too. That's nice. Okay, I found a site. I had to go out, paddle all the way around Hobart, come all the way back around, and now I'm just in the channel, just outside it, so this will do. Don't want all this nice split wood to get soaked. Oh, this juicy orange. While I wait for my soup. Such a classic lunchtime combination. Vegetable soup and an orange complement each other so well. I'm also peeling this like some kind of maniac who's never peeled an orange before. That's delicious. And some much needed vitamin C. Thank you to my fisherman friends. Well, really feels like that thunderstorm has skirted by. But I've committed, so I'm gonna get some use out of this. I've got my vegetable soup as if it was gonna rain. I've got some good action going down on the Kindle here. A little Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Actually, I've never read them before. Stuff is just starting to go down big time right now, so I'm really into it. Dolores Umbridge, not so into her though. If Dolores Umbridge was a lake, she would be my experience on Skoosthagen. Just the worst time of my life.
Well, I don't know if it was that furious paddling against that headwind to try and race out that storm that never materialized, or if it's just residual from the portages down through the waterfalls of the North Channel and the extra runs with that family's canoes yesterday. But I'm feeling freaking just beat right now. I'm ready to take a nap. It could also just be the crazy amount of sun I've got now on this trip. I am weathered.
Well, never mind that thought about the storm that didn't materialize, because I just stepped outside and I looked towards Maple Mountain and I was looking really foggy over there, looking like there was some rain coming in. And then as soon as I noticed that, I started to feel a few droplets here. Wind is starting to pick up again. Yeah, it's raining. It's raining. I don't know how hard it's gonna come, but it's coming.
Oh, yes, there's nothing to do
but read more HP. Occlumency. What the hell is that?
There's that Maple Mountain fire tower, way off in the distance, up on top of that hill. Can't wait to go up there. It's gonna be a beautiful view.
Some lentil burritos with some Mexican rice, some rehydrated green peppers, onion, some garlic, of course, some Franks. Oh my goodness. A little saucy. That is okay though. Wow. Pretty tired today. Maybe it's just, day 9 of a trip and it's just catching up with me.
Packed up camp, ready to go, and just getting ready to set out to hike for the mountain here. So yeah, it's very clear sky right now. It's very calm. It's going to be absolutely perfect. I think the visibility is going to be amazing. So I'm really stoked.
The old ranger cabin at the base of the trail of Maple Mountain, or what's left of it at least. From what I understand about the trail, the incline goes up the higher you get. So just closer you get to the summit, steeper and steeper it gets. So I'm pretty sure I just saw a small young wild turkey. I've always marveled. I'm like, well, where do they live? Like, I never, obviously they live in the forest here, but I'm like, I never see them. Never seen them on a canoe trip. Never seen them on anything. I think I just saw one. I know this part of Temagami is further north and more north up in the transition zone between the Laurentian forest and the boreal forest of the further north. Big pines, tons of spruce, but a lot less of the hardwoods that you see in places like Algonquin Park and further south. So it's cool just to have a little stretch where you see some of that here. That breakneck pace that I started with has been left behind further down the trail. I think it's also important to recognize here when hiking up to Maple Mountain that this is a sacred trail that leads to a sacred place. In the cosmology of the Temagami First Nation, as I understand it, this is where the souls of the dead go when they die, to the top of this mountain. And so it's an important place, it's a spiritual place. And, you know, of course, for the world that they lived in, this Temagami area, this was the, you know, their known world. You know, it couldn't have encompassed, I don't think, the scope of the world at large, right? But it's important to be reverent and to honor the fact that this is a really important place and it's a real privilege to get to go to it, you know? It's not lost on me what a privilege it is to be able to come up here and respectfully take in this beautiful, beautiful place. Starting to get real steep now. Oh, my whole body is just dripping with sweat right now. Jesus. This thing just keeps going up and up. Okay. We've reached the ladders, which must mean I'm near the summit. Oh, this is crazy. Summit push. Jesus, I got vertigo here. This is like the Hillary step. Holy crap. Once again, there are just blueberries growing absolutely everywhere. So blueberries are only for the hardiest of souls to eat. Oh boy. Wow, this is special. Up here at the summit of Maple Mountain now, and it is really special. There's the remains of the old fire tower behind me. The bottom part of the ladder has been taken away so that you can't climb it. There's a way that you could do it if you wanted to, but too crazy for me. The views are astounding from up here. I can see off to where I came from, further down, I think McPherson, Lady Evelyn Route, the burnt out old forest that I passed through a couple days ago. I can look and see Lady Evelyn Lake, Hobart, the waters I just came from, Temagami, off on the other side. Just hawks just spinning up in the thermals just directly above my head. It is a really, really special spot. It was hard to get up. It was a steep hike, but it is so worth it. I'm taking a moment here. I'm coming back down from the Maple Mountain Trail, catching my breath and just taking in the incredible beauty of these woods, this forest around me, and just feeling very grateful, feeling very blessed to being able to experience this. And this trip over this last 10 days here has just been amazing. It's been so challenging. It's been so rewarding. It's been filled with so much beauty and so many unexpected moments, and lots of solitude, but also meeting a few really great people along the way too, and just sharing those couple of moments on the trail, just trading stories or just saying hello. It's part of what makes things really, really special out here. And you know, when I started planning this trip and when I was setting out to do it, I was, you know, hoping that I would be able to do the route that I did. I was hoping that I'd be able to come out the Lady Evelyn River at the end and hike Maple Mountain if I had time, because I'd never done it before. And I've done that, and I am just feeling so high. I'm feeling so good off of that you know, it's a perfect climax to a trip. And all that's left is a couple days of just sort of paddling out over some familiar terrain. And my main camera is out of memory anyway, so I don't think there's too much left to show. So I think probably gonna have to sign it off from here. And it's been a wonderful journey. So thank you again, Temagami. It's been an incredible treat. I'm going to enjoy the last couple of days paddling out here, and I'm going to enjoy some nice weather, hopefully, and reflect. I'll start planning and thinking about the next time. Little three-way street coming up here. Behind us lies Tupper. To the right leads back to Hobart. But if we turn left, the adventure continues. We'll be back here again.